Oh. Immediately pooing. Hello everybody. How are you all? It's been a year, I think, so thank you very much for sticking with me and remaining licked and subscribed. And if you are not already, etc., etc. So, here I am, on a walk with the dog. Decided I'm just gonna slow it down for my first video back. I've kinda noticed in the last year, everything's going even quicker. Quicker down into the abyss of the 2-second attention span. 2-second attention span content. Oh, that reminds me, I made a video about that. So, here's a slow walk whilst I talk to you all from my bed. This way. No messing around now, let's get straight into this, straight into the deep end. Let's dive in, or if you can't dive, do a pencil jump, like we did at school when you first jumped into water. You put your hands down by your side really straight and jump in like a pencil. As you may have guessed, I have ADHD. The Choose Your Own Adventure video, whilst I'm very proud of it, it broke me a little bit. I have to be honest. The planning stage was weeks, actually, maybe, well, definitely months really. The process of filming and editing is basically a blur to me now. I was in some sort of manic, doing 20-hour days to get it done stage. At one point I dropped my hard drive, and that broke whilst it was attached to the computer, whilst I was working on it, and I had to start the editing pretty much from scratch, and I was almost halfway through at that point. The fury and the sadness that caused me was electric. I realised that after the video was done and went out, and it went out later than I wanted it to, I still made some mistakes in the video with the path. And at that point I realised I needed some time away, because as much as I enjoy making the videos, I realised that if I'm not doing it in a healthy way, then I should not be doing it at all. So, yes. Is everything all better and under control now? No, of course not, but I am in a better place, and I will work in a way going forward that is not detrimental to my mental and physical health. I just need to say that I appreciate everybody, your comments, your messages, your emails, etc. But going forward, I can't reply to each one, as I have been. It was taking up all my downtime. This way. But I wanted everyone to know how much I appreciated them, and you reaching out and telling me what you got out of my videos and my content. It was just such a good thing. I just really wanted to show that appreciation by responding to everything I could. So I will respond to some, just within a certain time each day or week, giving myself some actual downtime, which is very necessary for us all. I was given some good advice by an ADHD doctor person who said that the whole world is set up for neurotypical people. And you, me, have to find a way to fit into it. And that's what I've been working on, as well as therapy for my mental health and eating lots of cakes and sweets. But the worst bit about it all is letting people down when you really don't mean to or ever want to. And I'm saying this now as I know it will speak to some of you. For me, the feelings go like this. 1. ADHD thing happens. 2. Someone is let down. 3. I feel awful and process the emotion in the worst possible way. 4. 4. Not want to blame the ADHD, as there should be no excuse for letting someone down. 5. Get into a spiral or depression about it all, which does not work on the ADHD itself, and how to find a way to make it work going forward. So the process of working on myself continues, and I know some of you may be in the same or similar place. So going forward, some of my content will be for you, well, for us, as we sort our bloody shit out. What's he doing? So, as you watch me walk around with that little gobbler Evie, I am going to answer some questions that you asked me on something. Lots of people just saying, how are you? I hope the first part of this video has answered that, and thank you for your concern. What's your favourite holiday? I'm going to have to say a day trip to Bognor Regis. I feel like I'm 100% certain you will know how to play the Adventure Time theme song and end credits song. Can you? Will you? What instruments do you know how to play? Yes. Yes. I can play that on the ukulele too, and I am happy to do that at some point. I can play guitars and a bit of the keyboard, but not greatly, but I know all the chords and shit. How are you sleeping? Any interesting dreams lately? I did dream the other night that me and Eminem were stuck in a sink, and he was like rapping, and I was saying, hey, we're stuck, and there's things like those gloves, marigolds, flobbing around that might hit us, and we could do with you concentrating a little bit on the sink problem. And he's all like, what? Do you think dreams are different dimensions or past memories in our subconscious? I made a video about dreams. Please enjoy. Hello, howdy. What's the best movie you have watched while away? Welcome back. Hi, thank you. I gave a 10 out of 10 to The Banshees of Inisherin, and that's the best one I probably watched while I was away. If someone made a movie about your life, who would you want to play you and the twins? Who would I want to play me? Well, I know who I'd want to play the twins, and that would be... what's that? In the Alice in Wonderland live action, Matt Lucas, and he was Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and he was doubled, wasn't he? So that. And then me, I suppose, Helena Bonham Carter. Did you know that if you time travel, you also need to change where you are in space, otherwise the Earth would be somewhere else, and you'd be floating in space? Yes, I suppose that is true. Do you use public transportation? Yes, I prefer it to cars. What's your favourite colour? My favourite colour is orange. Well, mine is yellow, so we're kind of in the same palette there. Thank you for your question. How is your IBS scuts? Doing okay, thank you. How are yours? What should I get my dog for his 17th birthday? He's deaf, hard of seeing, has no teeth left, has to have me in his sight, but also not touch him. He's a picky eater, and the only toy he likes is the tail of a stuffed goat. Wow, 17. He's doing good. I'd probably do him a dance. If he likes to have you in his sight, but not be touched, I'd choreograph a dance for him that probably involves the stuffed goat tail, if you can. Can you tell us your zodiac sign already, sir? Yes. Was that the Capricorn? I was born January, so... Capricorn?
Stop. Stop right now. Evie, very Evie. I need some Evie, 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 Evie.
What book is the best book? For me, probably I enjoyed Catch-22 the most. But I think there's something to be said for Beloved, despite the fact it's almost impossible to read due to how much it hurts to read. I think it's essential for us these days, so far removed from slavery in terms of time, not social or etc. impacts. But I think for me, like a guy who grew up in a white suburban area in England, reading something like Beloved feels like an essential thing to do to really maybe understand more than history documentaries or specific films about it, because I always feel like I can detach myself from any horror that's on a documentary or on a film because it doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like it could have happened. And I couldn't avoid that with this book. And then there's lots of how you feelings to be back. How's your dog? As you can see, she's fine. And I'm feeling good. Happy to be back and have some good ideas for my channel going forward. In fact, let's talk about them now. Okay, let's talk about this channel going forward. I pooped out a poll onto the community thingy and on the YouTubes, and thanks for answering. There was over 500, I think, or something. I thought it would be 5, including me, after my long absence, but it was great to see. Here are the results. The top answer is I don't mind. Second is my personality. Third is scary stuff. Damn you all to hell. Penultimate is the existential type videos, and the last is ducks quack, silly duck quack. Justice for the ducks. But because the anything you do option is so high, it would have made those last two options go down naturally. So that's fine, that's just data. I think perhaps I didn't really go full put my personality out there. Because, well, naturally, who thinks they're that interesting? Well, I do actually, to be fair, but... Knowing this, I've come up with a plan. A super duper plan that keeps me enjoying the videos I'm making, and I'm making them in a healthy way, and gives you more content. The plan is vast. I will work on the longer form videos, i.e. the scary stuff, the documentaries, the ducks, the adventures, in my own time leisurely, and they will just come out whenever they're ready. The rest of the time in between, I'll be putting out more relaxed type videos, with more me, being me, doing stuff, more talking to camera, no need to edit until 1 AM every night, type videos. I'm thinking right now live investigations, bloggy type stuff, reactions, solving mysteries, laughing at bad music, trying like viral trends will be funny because I'm old and don't understand them, recreating masterpieces, GeoGuessr battles with you and with you Geo fans and etc. This will also allow me to spend more time doing a podcast and behind the scenes type stuff for my Patreon and even Twitch at some point in the near future. Maybe even a TikTok, but let's see on that one because social media wastes my time like nothing ever before. Thanks again for your support, kind words, messages, etc. And it's lovely to be back. Oh, and don't forget to rewind the tape before you take it back.